Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and today I've picked out 8 of the best players in the world for us to focus on. I'm not saying they are the 8 best, just 8 of the best, but we're going to look at Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, Kevin De Bruyne, Robert Lewandowski, Virgil Van Dijk and Joshua Kimich, and I'm going to send all 8 of them to the job centre. That's right, all 8 players have been released. Barca's talisman is gone, PSG have lost their 2 world-class stars, Bayern have lost a key duo, the Reds don't have the best centre-back in the world, not that it matters because he's been injured all season, the best animal at the zoo has left Zebra, and Kevin McAllister has been left home alone once again. All 8 of these players will start the simulation as free agents, and I'm going to see where they end up. We'll look at each player, see how much money they're getting, whether it's more or less than they were on before, and see whether or not becoming a free agent has benefited their career. Will Lionel Messi complete a free transfer to Lincoln City? There's only one way to find out. Right, here we are at the start of the simulation, the 27th of July 2020, and as you can see we're on the free agents page, and already you've got Cristiano Ronaldo there at the age of 35, he's feeling quite good, and Robert Lewandowski who's fairly okay at 31, but the difference is Robert Lewandowski's already got clubs interested in him. He's wanted by Liverpool, Barcelona and Real Madrid. As for Cristiano Ronaldo, no one's interested. Real Madrid don't want him back, Man United aren't keen, not even a Salford City or a Blackpool. No one wants Cristiano Ronaldo right now. But what I'm going to do is simulate a year into the future. Let's see where all 8 of these players go, see in which order they get signed. Let's just see what happens, let's go. Right, here we are a year in the future, the 7th of June 2021, and I can confirm that all 8 players have unsurprisingly found themselves new clubs. They've gone somewhere totally different from where they were released from. It was basically a bit of a draft as to who can sign who first, who's going to be the most in demand. And I can tell you that the player who was signed first out of all 8 was none other than Kylian Mbappe, who's gone to the Premier League and he signed for Manchester City. He's earning £275,000 a week. He signed a 5-year deal, which means he is the first player who is actually earning less than what he was on originally at PSG. At PSG, Mbappe was bringing home over 400 grand a week, so he's dropped his wages by 100 grand to join the Premier League side. How has he got on in his first season? 27 appearances, 11 goals, 3 assists, 4 Man of the Match awards. A pretty solid first year, and it's gone well for Kylian Mbappe as it's ended in a Premier League title. Manchester City have won the title with Kylian Mbappe, and he joined Manchester City on the 3rd of August 2020. He was the first of the 8 players to get a new club. So well done Kylian Mbappe for winning. Has he won? I guess that means he's won. I mean, it's unsurprising really, for all Lionel Messi and Ronaldo are great players, Kylian Mbappe is incredible now, and he's got at least another 10 years ahead of him. I mean, he's only about 6 years old. But second place was, surprisingly, Robert Lewandowski. We pointed him out at the start. He's 31 years old, or he was at the start of the season. He'd be 32 now. But he was the second player to get himself a new club, signing a 2-year deal with Real Madrid on 240 grand a week, meaning he's the second player to see a decrease in wages. Lewandowski was on 350 grand a week, he's gone down to 240 grand, joining Real Madrid, becoming their main man up front, and what a wonderful season he's had. 21 goals in 37 appearances, 6 assists, 5 Man of the Match awards, an average rating of 7.92. That is huge. He's done even better than Mbappe. But the only difference is he hasn't won anything. We'll go on his milestones. There's nothing since he joined Real Madrid. No La Liga title, no Champions League title. Although when it comes to personal awards, he did win the La Liga Golden Boot. He got 21 goals, as we've already said, coming ahead of Getafe's James Mata. Maxi Gomez third with 18, but it was Lewandowski at the age of 32 sitting top of the pile. It's a pretty good deal from Real Madrid, only a 2-year deal, so could be on the move next summer. But we'll move on to number 3, and the third player to be signed, it was another signing by Real Madrid, and it's a surprise for me, Joshua Kimich. He was the 8th player I had on the list. I wasn't quite sure who to add for the 8th player, but I went with Kimich. I thought he's versatile, he can play right back, he can play centre mid, he's incredible. And he has joined Real Madrid. He was the 3rd player to do so. He arrived at the Bernabeu on the 7th of August 2020, 3 days after they announced Lewandowski. So Real Madrid have just signed 2 of Bayern Munich's best players in the space of 3 days. 135 grand a week for Joshua Kimich. Yet again, another player who's had a wage decrease. Not as much. He was on 175 grand a week, gone down to 135. But he's got a 5-year deal. And another player who's been solid, 7.61, 5 assists, and it has been a wonderful start in a Real Madrid shirt for Joshua Kimich and Lewandowski, but unfortunately it hasn't delivered a single trophy. But they weren't finished there, because Real Madrid added a third player from the 8 that were released, and the fourth player to be snapped up out of the 8 was Kevin De Bruyne. Halfway through, and no one's got Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. On the 12th of August 2020, Kevin De Bruyne became player number 4, getting a 215 grand move to Real Madrid, a wage decrease from the 230 grand he was on at Manchester City. So again, not a big decrease for Kevin De Bruyne, but he only signed a 3-year deal. But what a season he had, the best player so far, an average rating of 8.02, he got 13 goals, 14 assists, 10 man of the match awards, which made him the best player in the whole of La Liga. Pipping Robert Lewandowski to the post, linking up with Eden Hazard brilliantly, he got 10 man of the match awards, more than anyone in the entire division. But it wasn't enough to deliver them the title. They were 6 points shy of Atletico Madrid. And interestingly, if you look down in 5th was Barcelona, who only got 70 points. They're going to be playing Europa League football, the first season they've had without Lionel Messi, so that has been an absolute shambles. Real Madrid were basically the nearly men of the entire simulation really. They came second in La Liga, and they were beaten in the Champions League final on penalties against Juventus, or Zebra as they're called for licensing reasons. So that was a severe blow. All the big men played. Joshua Kimich was at right back, he was sensational, got an 8.8. Lewandowski was up front, didn't get himself a goal. It was Mariano who interestingly scored. But Kevin De Bruyne only got a 6.6. But there we have it, 4 players in so far, and 3 of them have gone to Real Madrid. We'll move on to player 5. The 5th man to be snapped up was Virgil Van Dijk. In a lot of people's eyes, he is the best centre-back on the planet, and he has signed a 4-year deal with PSG on 145 grand a week. Wages down from 180, so not that much. To be honest, I thought the wages would go up, but then again, considering the free agents, there's no reference point. So Virgil van Dijk has joined PSG, and he's had a great first season. Only played 24 games, which is not too many. Has there been any injuries? Let's have a little look. Yeah, he missed 2 months because of a torn abdominal muscle, and then he had 4 weeks out at the end of the season with a calf strain. So that kind of explains why he's only played 24 games. But he's still done well, an average rating of 7.65. And we'll come back to PSG of how they did in the league, because there is another man who has joined PSG. So a solid first season in Paris for Virgil van Dijk, despite the injuries. We'll see how he did in the league later on, as when they didn't win the Champions League, even with Van Dijk at the back. You do wonder if he kind of wasted in Paris. I mean, do they really need to defend that much? They've got Marquinhos, he's good. But we will move on to player 6, and for all that Liverpool have lost Virgil van Dijk, they have signed a big name, and the 6th free agent to be snapped up was the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi didn't get himself a new club until the 2nd of September. So he spent about 6 weeks as a free agent before signing a 3-year deal with Liverpool on 200 grand a week. I mean, this is a guy who gets about £1 million a week at Barcelona, so his wages have gone down by 4/5. He's earning 1/5 of what he was. That's right. Either way, he's had a fantastic season in the Premier League. We know he didn't win it because Kylian Mbappe did with Manchester City, but on a personal level, Lionel Messi with the number 16 on his back at Liverpool, because Sadio Mane has not given up that number 10 for anyone. Lionel Messi got 16 goals, 10 assists and 14 man of the match awards, an average rating of 8.11, which makes him the best player so far. He eclipses what Kevin De Bruyne did, and Kevin De Bruyne didn't win anything either. Lionel Messi, an exceptional first season at Liverpool. What a signing by Jurgen Klopp. But it didn't deliver them the title, it didn't deliver them the Champions League either. Liverpool came second, 5 points shy of Manchester City. So there we have it. Kylian Mbappe's arrival got Man City the title. Lionel Messi couldn't do it for Liverpool. There you go, it just kind of sums it up. Who would you rather have, Mbappe or Messi? I mean, it was Mbappe who triumphed in the Champions League the other night, no less. But even when you look at the top of the stats here, for all Mbappe's got a Premier League title, he doesn't feature in the top goal scorers, the top assists or the man of the match awards. Lionel Messi does. Second best player in the league behind Harry Kane, and 14 man of the match awards, 1 behind Harry Kane again. So Lionel Messi, despite his ageing legs, has done well in his first season at Liverpool, but it hasn't won him any trophies, and I'm really surprised that he was the 6th player signed. Even surprisingly, the 2 players we've got left, Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo. The most expensive player in the world right now in Neymar from that £200 million move to PSG, and the former most expensive player in the world in Cristiano Ronaldo. And the 7th player to move, he's gone to the Premier League, and it's Neymar. Neymar went to Chelsea. Playing on the left wing, unsurprisingly, £200,000 a week. And he signed for them on the 3rd of September, the day after Lionel Messi got his move to Liverpool. Neymar hogged the headlines and he went to the Premier League with Chelsea. He's another player whose wages have gone down. He was earning 800 grand a week at PSG, I believe. That's down to £200,000 at Chelsea. And his first season, I mean, compared to the rest of the lot, not that good. 7 goals, 8 assists, 3 man of the match awards. He has won himself a trophy, as Chelsea did win the League Cup, which is, I'm sure, what Neymar was desperate for, but never mind. He's won himself a League Cup in his first season, which I suppose is more than Lionel Messi won. But in terms of performances, not that much to shout about, and he'll probably be quite disappointed that it took him so long to find himself a new club. Wasn't a man in demand like the rest. I mean, I'm pretty surprised at that. And he's going to have himself a new manager because Chelsea sacked Thomas Tuchel after only finishing 5th. But we will move on, and the final player, the 8th man to get himself a new club, incredibly, the oldest player in this video was Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has gone to Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, that is not really a surprise. That is a PSG signing if there ever was one. Only earning 155 grand a week. I'm saying only, that is still a lot of money, but in terms of Cristiano Ronaldo, on an absolute fortune at Juventus, only earning 155 grand a week at Paris Saint-Germain, and he only got himself a 2-year deal. But what a season he had in France, unsurprisingly, with the number 10 on his back, which is pretty new. He got 21 goals, 8 assists and 11 man of the match awards, alongside his new teammate Virgil Van Dijk, and it delivered, unsurprisingly, a title at Paris. I mean, did they need him really? 95 points. They were 21 clear of Lyon, who came second. Ronaldo, the best player in the league, an average rating of 7.82. He got more man of the match awards than anyone, 11, ahead of Madrid Valbuena. But he didn't win the Golden Boot. His 21 goals was eclipsed by Andy Delort of Montpellier, who got 22. So that'll have been disappointing Ronaldo. Not more disappointing than the fact that out of the 8 players that were released, he had to wait until the 11th of September to find himself a new club. So there we have it. Those are our 8 players. That's where they've gone. That's how they've done. Mbappe was the first one to be snapped up. The most successful, Lionel Messi. In terms of trophies, Ronaldo and Van Dijk won a title, so did Mbappe, but the Premier League is harder to win than Ligue 1, unfortunately. Sorry to all our French fans out there. So Kylian Mbappe was the first man to be signed, and he was the man to deliver the biggest trophy. And Neymar won a Carabao Cup, so he can just be smashing the energy drinks while he's nursing his latest injury. But we will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo. And until next time, we will see you around.